have some appetite.
Yes, can you give me 5 minutes? No? I can't have 5 minutes? Please? All right. Hey guys, it's Sarah, and I'm here with another tag video today. This is another tag that I found on Books and Lala's channel. She has a lot of tag videos, so whenever I see one that I really like, I kind of make a mental note of it. And this one is called the TBR Pile Book Tag. So this is answering questions relating to your TBR pile. Okay, question 1 is, how do you keep track of your TBR pile? I keep track on my computer with Microsoft Excel. So I have different columns. I have columns of books that I own that I have read. I have columns of books that I own that I have not read, which is basically my TBR. And then I have a column of books that I'm interested in, but I have not purchased them / maybe get them from the library type thing, or kind of keep my eye out for them. But mainly the middle column is books I own that I have not read. So that's really technically my TBR pile. I don't really include a TBR if it's not something that I own. Question 2 is your TBR mostly print or ebook? And I think there's mostly print. It could be almost tied. I did not go through and compare them and count them. That would take me forever. But I do have a lot of books, like print books, and I'm getting a lot of review books as well, so those count. And then with my ebooks, I'm really good about not downloading things that I don't plan on really trying to get to soon. So I'm trying to be much better about that, because the ebooks could really pile up on that Kindle because they take up no room at all. But I feel like I've been a lot better about that. So I think that my print books probably outweigh my ebooks right now. How do you determine which TBR book to read next? So for me, when I start out a month, or I start thinking about what I'm going to read the next month coming up, I look at, do I have any review books? And if I do have review books that I need to read, those go first. And then I kind of think about, what am I in the mood for? Sometimes I'm in the mood for fantasy. Sometimes I'm in the mood for young adult. Sometimes I'm in the mood for a mystery. So just kind of whatever I feel like reading, aside from like my review books, like I said, or my book club book. If it's something that I'm interested in reading, then I'll read that. But other than that, I'm definitely a mood reader. Okay, so the next question is a book that's been on your TBR the longest. And I wanted to do from my shelves, because I have books that I've had since before I even got a Kindle. And I don't know exactly specifically which one I've had on my list the longest, but this one has definitely been on there since I graduated high school, because when I moved out and went to college, my parents gave me a copy of this book, and that is Once an Eagle by Anton Meyer. Now this is a newer edition. I just bought this edition earlier this year for myself. My parents had given me their old copy, which was kind of falling apart. It was like a mass market copy of it. So I did just replace it so that when I do read it, I can read it from this one, and it'd be a lot easier for me. But this is why it's been on my shelf the longest, and I haven't read it because it's so long, and I was supposed to read it this summer and it didn't happen. The next question is a book that you have recently added to your TBR, and the last book that I downloaded is one that I got from NetGalley, and it's by Blake Crouch, and it is called Good Behavior, which I do not believe that's a new release. I think this is a book that's been out for a while, but they are releasing a show on either TNT or USA. TNT, I think. But it has an actress from Downton Abbey is in it. The girl that plays Mary, I'm blanking on her actual name. But they are developing that into a TV show. So that's something that I'm definitely interested in. And then I found out it was up on NetGalley because of the release of the show. They're kind of re-releasing the book as well. So I did get approved to read it, and I am going to do that. So that's the most recent book that I downloaded. Okay, the next question is a book that's on your TBR strictly because of its beautiful cover. I still haven't read this, you guys. It's magical realism. I'm not in love with magical realism, but I kept hearing about this book, and the cover, guys, it's so beautiful. It's gold. Can you tell? It's like shiny, beautiful gold foil. Can you tell? Can you tell? This is The Strange and Beautiful Sorrows of Ava Lavender by Leslie Walton. And I don't know. I have heard that the book is very, very good. So I do need to read it sometime, but I literally bought this. I saw the cover and went, I don't care what it's about. I want that on my bookshelf. And it's on my bookshelf, unread, but it's on there. Okay, the next question is a book on your TBR list that you never plan on reading. And that's probably Game of Thrones. I have it on my Kindle. I just don't think I'm gonna ever read it. I really don't. I hear too many mixed things about it. They're very long. I've seen them. I've actually picked them up in the store and like loved on them. But I don't realistically think I will ever read it. And I don't watch the TV show. I'm really not interested in the TV show, much to my sister's horror, because she loves it. But I don't know. I don't have any interest in Game of Thrones at all, the books or the show, and I don't know why. I really don't. It's just I hear about it and I'm like, okay, I'm good. So I don't know. I don't know. But it's on my Kindle. So if I ever do get a wild hair and want to read it, I can, but I don't realistically think that I ever will. The next question is an unpublished book on your TBR pile that you're very excited about. And for this one, it's actually one that I plan on reading this month, and that is Bad Boy by Elliot Wake. And Elliot Wake is an author I have not read from yet, but he's very popular. So I kind of want to read it and see what all the hype is as far as this author goes and see what his writing style is like and his topics. I hear they're very controversial, and so that intrigues me most definitely. I like to read about controversial stuff. But this one is coming out December 6th, so I'm hoping to read it this month and have a review out for it around the release date. I did get this from NetGalley, so that's probably the one that's coming up that I'm most excited about reading. Next question is a book on your TBR that basically everyone has read but you. It's Fangirl. I have it. It's really pretty, but I haven't read it. And I feel like everyone else on the planet has read this book except for me. The next question is a book on your TBR pile that everyone recommends to you, and that is Cinder by Marissa Meyer. This is the first book in the Lunar Chronicles series. I really want to read this, and I've been talking about it all year long. I think I've been talking about this, and I have not picked it up yet. This was one of the series that I wanted to read this year, and I haven't even picked up the first book. Oh, struggles, guys, struggles. But everybody tells me I need to read this book, and I know that I do. I know. I have it. I'm excited for it. I really want to read it. I just haven't yet. And the next question is a book on your TBR pile that you are dying to read, and that is actually It Ends With Us by Colleen Hoover, and I am picking this up next. I am planning to finish a book that I'm currently in the middle of this weekend, and then this is going to be my next read because we have book club on Friday, and this is our book club pick, and I'm super excited about it. I was so happy this got chosen. So I am going to be reading this week, and I'm just really excited. I hear such great things and also hear practically nothing because no one will talk about what it's even about. So that makes me even more excited to read it because I want to see what all this is. And the last question is how many books are currently on your TBR list? And for mine, for the books that I own, I physically have them in my possession. I either have them on my bookshelf or they're on my Kindle, and that number is 369. That's a lot. That's a lot of books, you guys. That's a lot. Yeah, 369 books are on my TBR, and I have purged my bookshelves and my Kindle since I think about 6 months ago. I think I did a big purge, and I still have 369. So, yep, that's a lot of books, guys. Okay, guys, that's it for me today. Leave me comments down below. Answer some of these questions for me if anything popped in your head. If some of these books are the same for you, let me know that as well. And if you know your number for your TBR pile, let me know. If anyone's is higher than mine, please let me know so I don't feel so bad. We can wallow in our shame together. And I will talk to you guys again later. Have a great day.